G'day, Mark here from Live and Breathe Worship. On today's episode of Easy Theory for Worship, we're going to look at the subject of the chord number system for bass guitar. Now, if you haven't watched the previous lessons 1, 2, and 3, please watch them first or this lesson won't make any sense. So here we have the bass guitar with its notes on top of each fret, and highlighted in blue I've got the notes of the key of G. Now already you can see that there is a pattern emerging. Now if I wanted to play an A flat, I would just simply move this pattern up one fret and I could play all the notes in the key of A flat using this particular pattern. Now for example, if we had a chord progression that was a G, C and a D, we just played G, C and D. If we had a chord progression that was say E minor, G and A minor, we'd go 6, 1, 2, or E, G, A. So we play E, G, and A. Now, if we were to substitute the names with numbers, we would get this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the chord progression was written out as the G, C, D chord progression was written out as a 1, 4, 5. We'd go 1, 4, 5. So you can start to see how this pattern will make it easier to play in any key. All you need to know is what the root note is. So in this case, G. So we know G is on the third fret of the E string. And then we just lay out the pattern. And we can just simply play just those notes until we get to a stage where we are more advanced and we can learn more of the notes on the fretboard. But initially, this will get you through playing in any key using the number system. So the other beautiful thing about the bass guitar is that every string is exactly a fourth apart. So E to A is a 4, A to D is a 4, and D to G is 4. And so that means that this pattern will repeat wherever it is on the fretboard. So let's go back to the notes so you can see the notes. So here's G, A, B, C, D. Well, here's another G, and there's another A, there's the B, C, D. So you can see that pattern is repeated. So let's look at another key. Let's look at the key of D. So again, it's the same pattern. The root note, or the one note, is a D, and there's where D is. So when we substitute the numbers, we get the same pattern of numbers. So you can see how this is going to make playing the bass guitar easier than having to try and remember where particular notes are. You just follow the pattern of the numbers. So when the chord progression says I want a 1, 4, 5 in the key of D, you simply find the root note of D and then go 1, 4, 5, following this pattern. Well, that's it for today's episode. Please, as usual, like, share and subscribe this video, and I'll catch you on the next one.